Okay guys, we're going to talk about lesson 7's homework. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue practicing what we did today in class, which is where we took the protractors and we drew our angles. So again, I don't have an on-screen protractor, so I'm actually having to lay a physical protractor on my screen to do this. So just watch the steps. So first I put a point at the end of this ray. Number 1 says that we're going to make a 25-degree angle. Then I lined up my protractor with the point and the ray and made a tick mark where 25 was, and then used the edge of the protractor to draw a line connecting those two to show 25 degrees. So let's go over that process again. I'm going to draw an endpoint. I'm going to lay my protractor on top of the endpoint and line up the ray with the straight line on the protractor. And I'm going to mark where 85 is. Now it's important to note that there's two 85s on your protractor, but you need to choose the one that's going to make the angle acute, because 85 is an acute angle. And so here I have it right here, my mark up here, and now I'm going to use the straight edge to connect those two lines. I'm not going to go all the way and go through the text, but this is about what it should look like. It's a little bit less than 90. Okay, number 3 is 140 degrees, so clearly we should pick, there's going to be 240s on a 180 degree protractor, so we're going to choose the one that's going to make it obtuse. So on number 3, I'm going to put my point, I'm going to line up my protractor, and about right here is where 140 is going to be, and so that should be an obtuse angle. Oh, hold on. Doesn't like it when I lay the protractor on the screen. Okay, we're going to try this again. So I'm going to line my protractor up with the end point of the ray, and I'm going to find my tick mark for 140. It's about right here. And then I'm going to connect the vertex with that to make a rough 140 degree angle. And we're going to repeat the same process again with number 4. Alright, so I drew my point for my vertex. I'm going to line up my protractor again with the center point on the vertex and the line lining up with the line on the protractor. I'm going to make my mark at about 83 degrees and connect those two. Easy peasy. Alright, let's try another set. Now we're going to try it where they don't give us any line to work off of. So the very first step, before we just had to draw a point, the first step is we just have to draw a normal old ray, a ray, not a line, and with a vertex, and then we continue and we do the same process from there. So here it's going to be 108 degrees, which is obviously obtuse, so I'm going to lay my protractor on top of the ray that I just drew, and about 108. And then I'm going to try my best to connect these two. It's a little bit off the screen, but we're going to connect these two. And that gives us a nice obtuse angle, so it's 108 degrees. We're going to do the same again with 72, which is going to be acute. And so first let's draw that normal ray for us to measure from. Going to add my arrow, going to add my vertex. I'm going to lay my protractor on this again, just like we practiced in class. And I'm going to make a tick mark where 72 degrees measures, and then I'm going to connect that mark with that vertex to make a 72 degree angle. Alright, we're going to continue the same process for the rest of this page. So I'm going to draw a 25 degree angle in the next one, so I'm going to draw a ray just like I have been, with an arrow and a vertex. I'm going to measure where 25 degree is with my protractor. There's two 25s, remember, but I'm going to pick the one that's going to make it acute. Okay, and now I'm going to connect the two, and I have a 25 degree angle. Alright, again, with same process with 155 degrees. Going to draw my ray, add my arrow, add my vertex, find where 155 degrees is. Obviously that's going to be obtuse because it's bigger than 90 degrees. about over here, and I don't want to intersect that other one that I drew, so I'm just going to line it up and then connect it like that. Okay. 2 more on this. Now we have 45 degrees, so I'm going to start off by drawing my ray once more. This is going to be acute again. It's actually half of a 90-degree angle. Draw my vertex, line up my protractor, find 45 degrees, and connect the two. Here we go. Alright, last one on this is 135 degrees, which is obtuse. So we're going to want it to look bigger than 90, so make sure you pick that 135 if you're using a 180-degree protractor. $135, and we're going to connect the two. Okay, and it looks like that's it.